What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, if you're new here, I talk about gear reviews, vlogs, and guns, and if you like those things, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I've been really busy since my last video, and I've been really excited to post this video because it's content that I've always wanted to upload to this channel since the inception of the AZ Gear Guy channel. Before I get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Impact Guns out of Ogden, Utah for supplying me with this firearm. I'm a member of their T&E program, which allows me to review their guns and post content without breaking the bank. I have left all of Impact Guns' social media links down in the description below, so be sure to check them out and let them know that I sent you. Today I'm coming at you with the Sig Sauer MPX, the first firearm review I have done on this channel. The Sig Sauer MPX is a pistol caliber carbine chambered in 9mm and features a 4-inch aluminum key mod rail and a 4.5-inch barrel. It also features a Sig branded 3-position collapsible stabilizing brace. This gun can be compacted to a mere 17.5 inches, and when the brace is fully extended, it is only 22 inches long. This can definitely be carried in my Vertex commuter sling or similar backpack as a concealed carry gun. The gun itself comes in at around 6 pounds, and for a sub-gun, that could be considered heavy, especially if you load the mag to capacity. The MPX comes with a 30-round magazine, but 20-round magazines can also be purchased. They're not the cheapest magazines ever, so keep that in mind as you consider this firearm. I have really enjoyed this firearm because of how compact it is, the super smooth trigger, as well as this Romeo 4 sight that Impact Guns installed on it. I think this gun could be awesome for a beginning shooter or somebody that's never really shot a gun before. It's a pistol caliber with a pistol caliber recoil, so if they're scared of anything recoil related, I wouldn't be worried about this at all. I would actually prefer to put this in somebody's hand than maybe a Glock 17 at first. And it's also positioned similarly to a rifle, so they can put it up to their chest or their cheek and have it more stabilized so that they can mitigate that recoil. And from being able to take this gun out with a few new shooters, I can attest that this gun is not as intimidating as other guns out there might be. This is a great gun for somebody that wants very manageable recoil as well as easy maneuverability. The hand stop in front is super comfortable and just kind of falls into the hand depending on how you like to shoot it. I like to kind of grab it like this. I feel like I get more control out of the gun, especially when I'm, having it right up to my cheek. The stock as well is pretty comfortable, and I have found that the rubber allows for a little bit more comfort against my cheek or my chest or wherever you decide to put this on your body. And then the Sig branded grip that comes with the gun is very ergonomic and kind of molds in your hand. Let's talk about the magazine for a second. There's a 30-round mag that comes with the gun itself, and I have found that is super ergonomic. It's made out of polymer and has some aluminum followers, so and it's pretty sturdy. I would say that the Sig branded magazines are awesome. The only thing I found that is kind of annoying is that they are around 50 to 70 bucks for one of these. I know that the 20-round mags are a little bit cheaper, but that's still a lot for just a single magazine. I mean, even a common P-mag for an AR-15 or something like that is not going to cost nearly as much. And I think that, if you're willing to pay the price, it's definitely worth having at least 2 or 3 of these at the bare minimum. I really like how also the magwell is flared, and so it allows for easy maneuverability and insertion of the magazine, as well as ejection of the magazine. You're not going to hit any obstructions or anything like that, so it's super crisp, super easy to seat the mag. And the gun just looks sweet with a 30-round mag, so even if you did get a 20-round mag, which maybe sits about right there, I think the 30-round mag is definitely the way to go. Whoever complained about having more ammo. On the handguard, you'll get the key mod holes, and that will allow you to attach a light or whatever other accessory that you find necessary for this pistol. If you're a 2-point sling type of person, you may need to add a key mod QD swivel or something similar to this rail so that you can hook up to a point here on the back of the pistol for a QD mount, and then maybe one up here. But I've seen people run this pistol with a single point sling. It's just all preference at that point. I think something this small might work well with a single point sling. Another positive thing to this gun is the fact that Sig has decided to include all of the ambidextrous controls. You've got an ambidextrous safety, You have an ambidextrous mag release here. Same on this side. As well as an ambidextrous bolt catch, though they do look a little bit different on both sides. So here you'll get kind of a planar, flat, horizontal type bolt release, and on this side you'll get the traditional button. I can even appreciate that it has an ambidextrous charge handle, which is super nice too. I'm not really one to load the gun on one side. I like to have a full grip on the charging handle, so that can also be switched out, but I really like that Sig decided to include an ambidextrous one. According to Sig Sauer's website and the user manual that came with the gun, their triggers run anywhere from 5.5 pounds to 9 pounds. I'm actually not entirely sure if Impact Guns decided to put a new trigger into this firearm or if this is the stock trigger that came with it. So I'll give you a little demo on what the pull is like. So just to be sure, I have nothing in the chamber there, no mag in the well, nothing. So this is completely empty. So here's the first trigger pull. Reset. Let's do it again. For this pistol caliber carbine, a heavier trigger actually doesn't really bother me too much. Even if it is a 9.5 pound trigger, I mean, you really don't notice that when you're holding it. I mean, it feels very natural to have a heavy trigger if that's the case. But like I said, most of the stuff on here can be either replaced or upgraded or whatever you'd like to do with it. Let's move on to the brace. The brace, as I mentioned before, is a 2-point brace that is Sig brand. It is a SB tactical type style, but it is Sig branded. Overall, the length of this is about 22 inches fully extended, and that's actually not too bad. So you'll see this is about 17.5, and then here fully extended is 22. So really super compact and super concealable. And another little detail that I like about this is the fact that Sig has decided to put in grooves to allow for the brace to fit more snug and flush against the body. So you can see that right there. And the brace itself is pretty sturdy. I mean, even when it's right here, I mean, I don't really like having the brace this close. I like to have it a little bit further out. That way I can kind of put my cheek on it and look into the red dot like that. 22 inches is not a big deal to have this fully extended. I mean, you'll have this right here as 17.5, and then you'll have the rest at about 22 inches. So honestly, I really like the fact that it's so compact, and I think it is a definite potential concealed carry firearm. On the brace itself, you get the button that engages the locking mechanism. And so as you get to the first point there, you just press that, and then it just drops the rest of it. And then to put it back, you just push that button again, and it locks back up. So super simple, nothing crazy. It's pretty standard, easy to use. Now onto the sight. On the MPX, I've seen multiple types of red dot sights mounted onto the rails here. Currently on this MPX is the Sig Sauer Romeo 4 red dot sight. This red dot sight in particular features a 2 MOA dot with a 65 MOA reticle around that dot. I think it's a great optic to have on something this size or even larger. It's pretty simple. It has, you know, your brightness settings, your plus and minuses, all right there. Plus, minus, you know, your windage and elevation, all of that's here. You have your battery compartment, all of that's pretty standard. So I think this is a great addition to any type of pistol or rifle build that you are potentially going to put together. My experience shooting the MPX has been very positive because it's a smooth shooter that's also very easy to regain target acquisition after every shot. I even took my niece, who is very new to shooting, out to shoot this, and she was a pro hitting steel from around 30 yards away.
Notch has to be on the target.
Yeah. So here's Maya with the Sig Sauer MPX
like
pistol.
This?
Yeah,
This?
that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect.
I don't want my face to get hit.
It's not. It's the same caliber as what we shoot for the pistol.
Okay.
Nice. Overall, I think the Sig MPX is a gun that everybody should shoot at least once. It's super fun, super compact, easy to maneuver. It's not intimidating to most people, in my opinion, and it's a pistol that I think would fit very good in someone's arsenal or collection. One major complaint though that I have with this gun is the price tag. At a whopping $1,700 on most websites, unless you find a good deal, it's going to be around that price, and to be honest, that is not an entry-level price. I would have to say that, you know, in order to keep up with the game, I think Sig, I guess, is pricing their stuff, you know, that way so that maybe it can appeal to somebody, but honestly, I think that deters people more than anything. Yes, they put a lot of work into this, but it's nothing super special. It's something that I think would be a great addition to a collection, but it is not worth $1,700 in my opinion. If you are able to give the MPX a try, I highly recommend it because it could be something that is right for you. Either your lifestyle, your caliber choice, whatever, it could be something that you are looking for. Once again, a huge thank you to Impact Guns for sending this gun out to the channel for review. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. It helps a lot with the channel and I greatly appreciate it. That is going to be all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.